So, you guys ever see this game before?
Naruto Shippuden Dragon Blade Chronicles!
Oh, you're about to. Alright, what's up dudes? Welcome to Let's Play Naruto Shippuden Dragon Blade Chronicles on a Nintendo Wii, and ooh, man, this is widely regarded. I'm not gonna mince words with you guys. There's gonna be no bullshitting here. This is widely regarded as the worst Naruto game to ever have been released, and for some pretty damn good reasons. But I will mostly agree with that, but this is not the... Hang on. Good lord, what is he wearing? And that was the best part of the game right there. Okay, everyone go home. The game's over. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I wish. Alright, so like I was saying earlier, this is definitely can be considered as the worst Naruto game, but I can't say it's my most hated. Despite all of this game's problems and shortcomings, I still managed to find some enjoyment. Alright. The very first thing you're gonna notice when you fire this game up for the first time is the audio leveling in this game is complete shit, so I would recommend doing this. I'll get to these soon enough. By the way, this is actually kind of considerate because it actually gives you controls set up for all of the ways you can play the Wii, because you know the Wii has like 4 different styles you can play. So I'm gonna be using GameCube controller as always for this one, so it's very nice like that. It's not like oh wait, hang on, I forgot. I was gonna do a thing there. I recommend having your volume settings like around this. You can have the background music a little more up, but I like keeping it in the background because, well, I guess that's soon enough. But yeah, definitely keep the voiceover a little higher than usual, because the way they structured the audio design is you can barely make out what the hell these guys are saying sometimes. Anyway, so this is the next problem. There's only 2 difficulty settings no matter what you do, easy and hard. And of course, I'm gonna do it on hard mode. There's no other difficulty. It just locks you into really easy or really annoying. Alright, so once you beat the game, you unlock another outfit for Naruto. Naturally, I've already beat the game once. I would show it off, and I'll probably show it off in another video. It's like really brief, but I kind of like this more because this makes you look like I walk around in an Iron Man suit, and this is actually kind of decent looking. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. Problem 2, we open with a tutorial. Alright, to be more exact, we open up with a tutorial for pushing around blocks.
I've got a lot more to learn about only using taijutsu. I gotta train.
Knowing how much you rely on ninjutsu will allow you to learn more effective ninjutsu and use chakra more efficiently.
Talk to Lee? I don't think it always applies.
Indeed. Let's get these boxes put away before we leave.
Got it.
This game opens up with a tutorial for how to push boxes. Literally, I didn't skip anything. There's no editing here. You just jump right into pushing blocks. Oh boy. This is not that bad with mechanics. To be frank, the box pushing mechanic is not going to be implemented that much, and whatever it is implemented, it's not the worst thing in the world, I have to say. Call it Stockholm Syndrome, call it whatever you want. Where the hell am I going? Oh yeah, that's right, one more. Oops. So yeah, this is all using the exact same animations and graphics as the Clash Ninja Revolution games had, especially 3 because of the models. And you'll also notice these models are a hell of a lot shinier. It's kind of like what they did between Budokai 3 and the HD collection for Budokai 3. Significantly shinier, and I think it actually looks pretty good. These are probably the best looking models I think Tomy has ever made.
Seemed unnatural. Let's return to the village.
Of course, these are just the base forms. Naturally, from you saw in the intro, there's going to be a lot different outfits later on down the line. But that'll be then. Alright, so many people consider the worst part of this game being the gameplay. That's one of the problems. The gameplay is a little stagnant, but it's not the worst thing in the world. The worst problem in the game is the fucking frame rate. This thing will drop frames like no one's business, and you'll be walking underwater. Like, it'll seem like you're like running around underwater at times. It's not gonna really show be a problem until like a lot of enemies show up on screen. By that I mean like 2 or 3.
This.
Who would do something like this?
I can think of a number of people.
We're up against. Don't
At least the village didn't get blown up.
I know.
If we go see Lady Tsunade, she may be able to give us more information. Let's destroy any debris that's in our way and get there as fast as we can.
Yeah, you don't need to destroy the You don't have any. You don't get any rewards for doing so. And naturally, just push the block over here, and then you'll be able to advance. All right. So there's another problem with this. The next problem of this game, number 3 now, is sometimes the gameplay. It's more of a nitpick, but it is kind of a glaring issue. A lot of this game is separated into either very dialogue heavy segments or a lot of gameplay heavy segments. Like right now, it's very dialogue heavy because you know starting the game, we kind of just like jumped right in without giving a shit. So there's like not. Hi, hot redhead. How are you doing? I should go help her. Anyway, this is of course the tutorial, so it's going to just keep you locked into dialogue a lot, and this is literally just holding your hand for the entire fucking thing. Hey, at least it starts you with double jump. That's a nice addition. I like a. Oh, jeez.
Seems ordinary attacks don't work against them.
Bullshit. It was just working just fine.
No other choice. Naruto, I'll distract one of the enemies. Focus on the other enemy and blast it with your Rasengan.
I don't have a Rasengan. Oh god. By the way, I have no input on this whatsoever. You can't even skip these like when you beat the game. This is literally all on autopilot right now. Of course, anyone who's ever played any Legend of Zelda game ever will think this is the easiest shit ever. Damn it! Way to throw me back right into the action.
You okay?
Thank you.
I'm done over here.
So yeah, this game is also doing its own entirely unique story mode. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because I think the story mode is very unique for what it's trying to do, but at the end of the game, it all goes downhill right at the end.
I need to see the
But for the time being, it's all right. It's imaginative. It's not the best best written, but hey, it's something. Something to distract you from the other things. Like how I'm already 9 minutes into this game, we haven't really done anything of significance.
Please, please take me to the Hokage.
All right. We're on our way to see Grandma Tsunade anyway. Can we bring her with us?
Yeah.
You know, I said the models in this game are probably the best looking, but of course the face models, not much in the talking department. But yeah, just don't bother with beating up this debris. There's no reward for it. That is another problem that this game has. Whenever you beat the crap out of an enemy, there's practically no reward for it. So once I'm done with this area, you know, tutorial and all, I'm gonna be skipping pretty much every enemy fight I can, because unless it's mandatory, it sticks you in the same usual spot. Sticks you against the same enemies over and over again. And there's only like 5 varieties of them too. Not like 5 types of enemies, just literally the same 5 models over and over again. It's kinda lame. So no reward. You can't really get anything out of them, and they're the same ones. So yeah, expect me to skip a lot of these dudes.
Yeah.
So, if you create a Rasengan without your shadow clones, that is, a Rasengan with an incomplete change in chakra form will
Jesus Christ, you could just tell me you can fully charge a Rasengan or leave it uncharged.
If you just use a quick Rasengan by yourself, that should be more than enough.
This game's not even that deep. I don't know why he was explaining the mechanics so in
I
depth.
don't really get it, but I'll give it a try.
Naruto, you don't understand that of all things? Oh, jeez. So, what Kakashi was trying to say is that you can either fully charge a Rasengan or leave it uncharged. So you can fully charge Rasengan by holding, as of this moment, down on the D-pad for long enough. Or you can just, like, quickly tap it and do it in, like, combo stuff like that. It's alright. It's pretty damaging, but don't expect me to use it a lot. I'm just going to be sticking to other means that are more effective later. And it has the exact animation for his actual assist.
So, they appeared here as well.
Are you saying they're elsewhere?
What? I thought they were just here.
It would seem that quite a number of them have entered the village.
But even if there are that many of them, how could they cause so much destruction?
Something you could tell me.
Byakugan a moment ago. I saw something different. It was gigantic.
How big was it?
Hey, that reminds me. There was this huge cloud of dust earlier.
You should be able to learn something. if
Not
we
like
get
it's the
to
first
Lady
time this has
Tsunade.
happened or anything.
First, we need to do something about these guys right here.
Getting tired of seeing these models yet? Too bad. These are the only models for this type of enemy that there is.
Understood.
Naruto, we need to take this girl and keep moving.
Bushy brow, next.
God, the
We'll leave
contrast
it to you.
between the character models and those enemy models is like so vast. Here I am with cell shading, and there's those guys with just like the same rendering as the background effects. Ugh. Yeah, you can skip all this dialogue with the Z button, but of course I have to show this for. Hey Toa, bye Toa, and that's the only time he's showing the game.
Lady Tsunade, what's going on?
I don't know. We're gathering information as we speak. There's the occasional dust cloud. Mysterious enemies. That's all we know for now.
These mysterious enemies. We fought them too. We didn't feel alive.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
This girl wanted to see it.
Poof.
The Earth Genryu. It's nearby.
The Earth. What?
That was the most violent quake yet.
Suddenly this game just became a lot more awesome.
How did it go? Did you find out anything?
No, not at all.
Of course, I'm sorry if I'm not talking that much during this intro, but yeah, it's mostly dialogue, so I'm just gonna let the game speak for itself.
Just what I said. Stuff about monsters and a gigantic turtle.
Turtle?
We
Seem to
mostly
have the wrong
figured
species
it
there,
was
buddy.
Monsters they were talking about. Still, I doubt that all this damage was caused by them.
If it's a natural disaster, could it be related to the phenomenon at Mount Koryu?
Natural disaster. Did you not see those zombies running around?
Mount Koryu. I've heard legends about that sacred mountain, but
Well, how the hell would you
It
draw
does
that
exist,
connection?
But it's quite a distance from the land of fire. Then how could it be related to what's happening here?
I think we're missing some sound effect with that last cutscene. Oh well. Anyway, I think it's almost time for something interesting to happen. I think.
What in the world?
Hi guys, what's going on?
Naruto!
don't just
Yep,
stand.
seems reasonable.
Get that girl to safety while Lady Tsunade holds it back.
Tsunade, fall back!
Tsunade can really do this, if not more. Hey, to be fair, that's probably some of the best animated fire Tomi's ever made.
Kirby Sage!
This thing, It's like a heap of boulders.
What?
Its weakness would be lightning. I see.
No, Kakashi, don't electrocute my screen. Electrocute that thing.
Nature work. Then, if we
And that, folks, is the central axis of this game, the 5 elements.
Against
Because, of course, this was around the time when Naruto was starting to learn how to use chakra nature control. So that's going to be the theme of this game.
Then I'll just use this to defeat it.
Not sure if it was, no, it had to be an anime because this is around the time Storm 2 came out. Something like that. I think Storm 2 was earlier, though. No, later. Alright, so this is also probably one of the best parts of the game. Oh, yeah, Dragon Blade Stagnant. That's another thing you can get if you beat the game. Of course, it is seriously fucking overpowered, so I'm not going to use it. Anyway, so this game, call this a flaw, but I don't really think it's a flaw. Rips off heavily God of War. Not just in the boss fights, but also in how you collect items. It's very God of War-esque with how you collect treasure chests. And it's got pretty well-structured bosses. It's quite bad. Use the support. Oh, and by the way, Kakashi is the best support in the entire fucking game because Screen Nuke. So just get in, do a fully rechargeable Zengon, and that's about it. Of course, like I said, this is ripping off God of War, which is not a bad thing. I think if you're gonna rip off anything, God of War is a very good thing to rip off. Well, I'm not saying ripping off the good thing in general, but it's a very good basis. So yeah, the idea is just be sure to use LNR to dodge roll after this thing's attacks, which of course is very slow, so very predictable. Yeah. Shit. Also, whenever it spits up this rock, just be sure to run up to it and too early.
Here goes.
Wonder what that translates as. Yeah, on easy mode, this thing would have honestly would have been dead by now. Oops, complete missed that. Oh wait, its Schnuzz is the weakness. Yay!
Please aim for the shining scale.
Okay. Please.
Let's finish this.
And you use an action button in order to finish it off. I think you could just, I don't know, just had it enough naturally and that would have been it. Nope. Oh.
Naruto!
And then one of the shadows from South of Colossus entered Naruto's body. And suddenly it was an entirely different game.